Talking to W4EPW, W4CZZ, W4FJG, and W4FPC. How is the gang down there, boys? Joe, Dick, Herb, and Mac. It's a long time since I've talked with you fellows, and I'm wondering if I'll ever be able to get you from up here in Connecticut when I get back home. At the present time, my rig is not in such good condition. Joe, I understand that you're going out to Oklahoma there to your home for a month, and I certainly do hope you'll have a fine time when you get out there. And incidentally, on that receiver that you told me, Joe, it certainly is working along fine, and I'm very much pleased with it, and I hope you will also. And now with Dick and Catherine there, it's been a long while since I've talked with either one of you, and I do hope, Dick, that you've practiced up on the code there, because you did say you were going to get up there to at least 15 words a minute so we could have a QSO once in a while when I get back up north. And for Catherine there, well, you better practice up too so you can get that ticket, because you'll be just getting yourself in trouble there if you keep working that step there without any ticket, or shouldn't I be saying this over the air? Aye. And for you, Herb, I don't know so very much about you. I've only talked to you 2 or 3 times in the air, and I know you did have a youngster coming along there. It was about 3 or 4 months. So that wasn't the last time I talked with you. And I hope he or she is doing fine. I think that was a junior op, if I remember right. And Mac over there in the drugstore, what are you doing? I understand you've got a new drugstore there. And you're going to have, so Lex just said. And how about that tube that you had there having so much trouble with there? And you remember you had that, what do you call that, Lex? And that one thing goes, I can't think what I want to say here, Mac, but you're working on 5 meter stuff, Lex also says. Now, you had some trouble there that your signal was shifting, that's what it was, and I figured that as long as my receiver didn't do it, why, it must be your transmitter that was doing it. So I'm going to turn this thing over here to Ford GAC here, Good American Country, and see what he has to say to you fellows. I'll let him sign off because I'm going to go up north here in a very short while, and I hope to be contacting you all up there. So this is W1LFX, who has been working portable in Seminole, Florida. Turning it over to Lex here, W4GAC, and I'm going to let him do the finals here. So here it is, Lex.
Well, I had quite a time with Win when I got up to Connecticut and visited over at his home on Bantam Lake. He has a beautiful place over here up on a hill overlooking Bantam Lake, and so I'm not disappointed at all in naming my little lake back here in the back field Bantam Lake Junior, because it is really, really fine, this lake up here, and so I think our little lake's well named. And I met Win's mother up here, and his aunt, and his grandmother, and and Florence's mother and father and brother Al, and they're all very swell people. And we really had a fine time up there when I was up there visiting him. Had a nice dinner out on the green lawn, and Win has his sailboat about ready to take off, but he did have an outboard motor out there on a little boat, and took Johnny and Betty across the lake after some ice cream, and they really had a swell time. We got a little more time here before I turn back to you fellas, so maybe Win can think of something more to say. I'm going to turn it back to Win again.
This is to Dick and Catherine there. Say, Dick, I haven't yet forgotten that saxophone that I was telling you about, and I'm putting it in writing this time, and I'm going to go down to Bridgeport there and see what the thing looks like, and then I'll get it down there to you sometime in the very near future. So I'm going to turn it back to Lex for the final. You got a little more time here? Well, Lex said to sign it off here. So this is W4GAC, signing off and clear with W4CZZ, W4EPW, W4FJG, and W4FPC after 100% QSO. The W1LFX is leaving the air with W4GAC and pulling the main switch. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay.